Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are talking today, Monique and Cat Williams, because the Dark Matter Tour has commenced. And on the first show with Monique, you guys, guess who received a standing O? Guess who received a standing ovation? So despite all the haters and DL Hughley demanding that you guys boycott Monique, that was just going off in hot air. Nobody was going to do that, right? The Club Shay Shay interview with Shannon Sharpe is now at 10 million views, you guys, and has not even been out for a week. 10 million views. Like I said, it is going to be the second most watched Club Shay Shay podcast behind Cat Williams, unless they can find another comedian or another dynamic celebrity that is going to unleash the way that Cat Williams and Monique did and give you everything, right? But I never felt like these people who were concerned, oh, Monique's talking too much. Oh, no, she's bitter and she needs to let it go and blah, blah, blah. And she's going to get blackballed again and blah, 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 blah. No. Here's the thing, you guys. The people, like I said, the powers that be, when they see numbers, regardless of who you are, all that matters is they're going to, if they see money, if they see dollar signs, they're going to write you a check. If they see an opportunity that they can capitalize and give you a comedy special, give you a podcast, give you a TV show, give you your own night show again, or what have you, they'll do it. We're in a different time, you guys, where social media has a lot of impact, where going viral has a lot of impact. And when you look at the numbers of Club Shay Shay from Shannon Sharpe's traditional interviews with other celebrities and reality stars and social media influencers and all the things, and you compare that to just the two interviews of Monique and Cat Williams alone this year, it is night and day what those numbers are doing. It is night and day, which means there is an interest in those people. There is an interest in what they have to say on these interviews. They know that they are not going to lie to you. Now, some people are going to be in their feelings, of course, because they're talking about some of your faves, some of the people that you guys put on a pedestal, some of the people that you feel can do no wrong just because of the fact that they became A-listers, because they became billionaires. That doesn't mean that they may not have, some type of imperfections to them. But some of you have put them on this status that they're this level of perfection because they've achieved so much that you don't know what they did to achieve that. And you don't know what potential toes they had to step on, what potential things they did were against their morals and their values to get there. And all of these other things. You just see the benefits. You just see the lifestyle. You see all of the opportunities that they're getting, but you don't see the behind the scenes. And that's what Monique and Cat Williams was valuable for, because not everybody is going to tell you the behind the scenes, because some of them are partaking in the behind the scenes and don't want to lose the check, don't want to risk losing a check. Monique and Cat Williams have already risked everything. They've already been canceled before. They've already been blackballed before. So at this point, there's nothing for them to lose. This was everything to gain. Even if you heard some of the stories before from Monique, the benefit of the Shannon Sharpe interview was that she was able to expound more on the Tyler Perry stuff, on the Oprah Winfrey stuff, on Kevin Hart, and then told us the story about Will Packer that I didn't even know about. And she backed it up and posted receipts. Right? Posted, we have the audio of, Tyler Perry. We have the receipts of the fire at the trailer. Like, we have the receipts of the contract at which DL Hughley still does not want to own, that he was not the headliner of the show that he had with Monique. So Monique hasn't lied, and when she has maybe misspoke about something, her and her husband immediately got on live right away to clarify what the actual comment was and what she meant by that comment. So Monique doesn't shy away from anything.
And Monique sees and hears everything that people are saying about her, positive and negative. And she's going to respond. But here's the thing, you guys. Nobody is forcing you to like Monique. Nobody is forcing you to, tune in to all the stuff Monique's got going on. Either you're going to like Monique or you're not going to like her. Or you may like her and may not like how, she has said some of these things. But overall, there's enough people. There's a majority of people who are Team Monique. And that's what matters, you guys. There is enough people who are Team Monique who are going to go now and buy tickets in droves, if they haven't already, to go to this Cat Williams Dark Matter tour to see Monique, as well as Cat, but to also see Monique. And there could be, like I said, there can be opportunities even beyond this that we don't even know about. And I even said from the start, before this Monique interview even came to fruition, that her and Cat Williams needed to do something together. They needed to do a podcast. They needed to do a show together. They needed to do something because they have similar stories to what they've experienced by the same quote-unquote gatekeepers in this industry. That's why I didn't understand the night and day reaction that you had to Cat Williams versus Monique. Yes, that is true that Cat Williams does not do as many interviews. And that is true. We have not heard from Cat Williams in quite some time. So there was a lot that he had to respond to. And there was a lot of things that he told us that we never heard before. However, there were a lot of similarities in his stories and similarities with the exact same people that Monique had. But it's well received because it's Cat Williams. It's Cat Williams. He's standing on business. It's Cat Williams because he's telling the truth in 2024. Monique tells similar stories. Oh, we've heard this before. Oh, she's angry. She's bitter. She's jealous. Let me ask you guys this. If somebody lied on you to sabotage a big time job you had, to sabotage a job that you're making crazy money on, and you're missing out on thousands of dollars, on hundred thousands of dollars, on millions of dollars, and you're in a situation to the point that you have to get money loaned to you from somebody else temporarily just for you to be able to pay the bills and keep things afloat so you don't lose your house, you don't end up on the streets and homeless, and you are, everything's cut off, you're not able to pay anything. How are you going to feel if somebody does that to you? And you're sitting here saying, listen, I won this freaking Oscar without having to quote unquote play the Hollywood game and do all this promotion that I wasn't going to get paid for, right? I still won the Oscar on top of that, in spite of that, and still my career should have still taken off. But because I didn't play the game you wanted me to play, you decided to badmouth me to all of your friends who had power and influence and money, and that's not okay. So you're blocking my blessings because you didn't like that I didn't play by your rules. But ultimately, we all are still successful because your film is still being recognized. And you still have an Oscar winner associated with this film. So what's the problem, right? But the shadiness of it all, the behind the scenes, you would be pissed off too. I don't care what you guys say or how mad you are, or you don't like Monique, or you don't like how she looks, or you keep making fat jokes and all of these things. I didn't take away that she's bitter or that she was angry. I felt she was of sound mind. I felt she was alert and oriented. I felt she's very hurt. She's deeply hurt by everything that's happened, but I never felt she was angry. And I think that's the problem with some of you guys, is when somebody's exposing people, you think, oh, they're just angry, they're just bitter, they're just jealous, and blah, 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 blah. No. If somebody directly hurt you, you're going to feel a certain type of way. If you've missed out on millions of dollars, you're going to feel a certain type of way. And have to go to a point where there was a point in time where you were at the top of your game making all this money, and then because somebody tried to blackball you, you were at the point where you were on the brink of being homeless to where you had to ask somebody else to loan you money. That's embarrassing. That's rock bottom. So I'd be pissed too. I'd be calling them out too. Because that's not right. That's not right at all. And I don't know about you guys, but I've been there where people have tried to sabotage me on jobs and tried to lie on me on jobs. And it wasn't okay. It wasn't fun at all. And some of it, you know, was because of the color of my skin, because of me being a black woman. And they didn't want to see me in certain spaces. So people tried to sabotage, either by stop talking to you to make it look like you're not, you know, working with them, or ignoring you, or trying to set you up and put you in a position to where you could potentially lose your job. I've been there. Where people are saying flat out racist things in front of you to see whether or not you're going to react. I've been there. To see whether or not you're going to report them. I've been there, you guys. So, you know, as far as Monique goes, I understand, I empathize with what she is going through. Because if people have enough power to badmouth you in a certain business, in a certain career field, and have that power to where it prevents you from getting so many opportunities, or you spend so many months or so many years unemployed because of it, I totally understand her frustration. But I didn't get anger from it. I got that she was hurt. And ultimately, it didn't stop her from trying to work, from trying to grind, from trying to make something for herself. No, it wasn't the money that she was used to, but eventually, she started to get more opportunities once people finally heard her voice. And like I said, now she was on the 50 Cent show, BMF. Then she resolved everything with Netflix, had a settlement, and even had a special after that. And now she announced, literally 24 hours after the Club Shay Shay interview dropped, that she was going on tour with Cat Williams. So there is immediate impact. There is immediate need for Monique. There's immediate demand for Cat Williams, you guys. So you can be upset all you want to at who she exposed, what she exposed, and all these other things. But ultimately, there's a demand for Monique. There's a demand for Monique, and people want to see her. People want to hear what she has to say, just like there's a demand for Cat Williams. You may have not liked some of the faves that he called out and that he exposed, but here's the thing. Have any of them lied? What did they lie about? That's the other thing. These people who are upset and are in their feelings about Monique, a lot of it is because it is their friends that she's exposing. A lot of it is because they're butthurt that they don't have the success Monique had. And they still have to grind and do comedy shows every weekend. They can't break into the Hollywood spaces the way Monique has. So the only thing they're left to do is hate on her, talk about her weight, talk about her looks, say that she's complaining, saying she's an angry black woman, and say the same talking points over and over to make themselves feel good about themselves. To make themselves feel like that they're superior. And it's not okay. It's not okay at all. Listen, nobody is forcing you, nobody's forcing Cat Williams or Monique down your throat, you guys. You have a decision just like I have a decision on whether or not you want to watch Monique. Or whether or not you want to go to the Cat Williams Dark Matter tour. Nobody's forcing you to go. Nobody is holding a gun to your head to purchase tickets. But here's the thing. Enough of you are tuning in to see what Monique and Cat Williams have to say. A lot of you are having a reaction, even if it's things you don't agree with. Even if you don't like Monique, enough of you are tuning in to where the haters are drowning out the supporters at this point. And there's that initial hate where people like D.L. Hughley really tried to, respond multiple times in hopes that was going to, quote unquote, end Monique's career and end things and get Monique canceled. And it did the opposite. Because people also have D.L. Hughley's tea too. Right? And that's a whole nother conversation to get into because there's some hypocrisy there that we can really talk about if we want to. So there's that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. What do you guys think of Monique receiving a standing ovation? The first show off the gate, for the Cat Williams Dark Matter tour. I think it's going to continue. I think it's only going to go up for her. I think, like I said, I think there's a demand for both her and Cat Williams. And I think they're about to make some serious dough. And they might make even more dough now than what they made earlier in their careers, at their height of their careers. When they were trying to, when they were a part of quote unquote Hollywood. So I think 2024 is their year, regardless of the haters. Like I said, some of you are just upset at who it was that was exposed. Because it's your faves, it's people that you like and support. And so there's that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.